TV. Gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other. You never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp. He has us crying. For an electrician, his banter is electrifying. Here's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on Happy Hour TV. Good evening, folks. Welcome. Let's just move our screens around. There we go. There's Mark. Good evening, folks. Welcome to Happy Hour TV. My name's Neil. We've got our usual guys, Mark and John, with us. Welcome back, Mark. It feels like a couple of weeks you've had off. Yeah. Right, yeah. Dropping in the chat at least. Let's just check we've got sound from you guys. No sound from you guys. Hang on a sec. There we go. Should have sound from you now. So welcome back, Mark. All good. Thanks to everyone in the chat for being here prompt and early. 8:30 is the usual time, Brindy. We were only on 8 o'clock because of football matches. But thanks everyone for popping in and saying hello. Welcome back, Mark, indeed, yeah. And it was an honour and a pleasure to fill in for you. Look at that.
Thank you very much, Brindy.
She did a grand job, did Brindy. I think she enjoyed it a little bit too much. Glad to have you back, Mark. Glad to have you back.
She got into the spirit of it.
Didn't she just? John, no question about it. It's been a bit of a crap few days probably for you. You've probably felt quite deflated. Do you still feel like that, or is it, is it starting to settle?
No, I probably feel like it's maybe worse for the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then start to bounce back.
Yeah.
It's a very, very bitter pill to swallow, but at the end of the day, Italy played better than us. And
I don't know that they did, John. The score was 1-1.
Well,
all right,
yeah.
It was penalties that did it. So, in terms of the game, it was 1-1. It was a draw. Penalties just chose the winner.
I'm quite a realist. That's the problem. I'm quite a realist, O'Neill, and our style of football that we played on the evening. I mean, me and Matt, we play football. You've played sports in the past. Sometimes you're on your game. Sometimes you just know that no matter what, no one can beat you because you're just on your game.
Yeah.
Other nights you might try as hard as you can, but for whatever reason, if the run of the ball goes against you, you've had it. It's just not going to happen.
Are you going to be brave enough, John, to watch back some footage? I've got 2 clips.
Know what to do with me, John.
What I want to share with folks really is mine and Brindy's kind of reactions to it. So we don't see you because you're out of shot, but we also get to see the reaction in the pub. So here's the first clip. All right, this is the goal that happened within minutes of the match. All right, so let's go to the clip. Here we go. So this is the first goal.
Go on then.
Look at Brenda, she's loving it, isn't she?
You can't see it, Neil.
We can't see it on here.
Oh, you can't see it.
No.
Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. Brilliant, thank you. So we've got a party rating of 11. Goodness me!
What a start.
Get in. Excellent. What a fantastic opening start to this game. Goodness me. I realise you've not got any sound, have you, gents? Hold the beers, John. So. Hold the beers, yeah.
Oh, that was a hell of a goal. Wow.
Let me try this. Oh. So that was the opening goal. I'm going to share this next clip with you. So here you go. You should be able to see that one. Let's watch this. So this is the moment, John, where the final penalty kick lands or doesn't land, and the pub is silent. Just have a listen to this. He scores his own. Saved it. So this is about saving goals and shooting goals and things. So even the lass has stood up. This is about a minute, all right? Because we're just watching the different.
Oh my God!
Jenks is saying this is tense. I'm sweating. Oh.
Oh, that was close too. That was close. Oh.
Horrible. Not good. He's got to get this. He's got to get this. Is he missed? Oh no. It must go in and it's gone. That's it. Just the silence. Just that silence in the pub. It was awful. Just because we were like, what's happened? What's happened? You know, we were like trying to work out, you know, what had happened, and yeah, you could just get that pin drop, you know, silence moment. Devastating, absolutely devastating. There you go.
We're doing a bit of a catch up on the final.
This guy here, this chat, folks, is Rob. Rob's been popping in and out throughout the different England matches. So, hello, Rob.
How's it going, Joachim?
Yeah, not so bad. How do you feel afterwards? You know, now that it's all done.
Well, I feel as deflated as Mark. You know, but the two nations will come back stronger.
I'm not deflated.
Not as deflated as John, then, is the case.
I don't have any expectations.
Oh dear.
The best subject to bring up, I was feeling really good before I came on here, Neil.
Yeah.
But no, we'll come back stronger, you know, and hopefully win it. The World Cup is next.
World Cup's next. It's a good place to be. It's good. You know, I think getting to the final is just a massive achievement for England. You know, we've got to see a bit of positive out of the bleakness of it all. You know, if we can get to the finals this time, you know, let's get to the final next time.
And it was lovely as well seeing you on Sunday. Was it Sunday?
Yeah.
On Sunday as well. So I'm gonna let John take over.
Thank you.
Now, and no doubt I'll probably just pop in. You know,
if he nips to the loo.
yeah, exactly. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Rob. Ta-da. Cheers. John, I tell you what was really nice, John, was moments like that where we were able to catch up with different people, because different people came in. Dale came in, Darren came in, I think Stephen came in, or Steve. You know, different people all came in and said hello. Rob came in a few times and things, and it was just nice. It was you know, nice to get that kind of window into pub life and you know, speak to guys that have, you know, got a passion for it, you know, a passion for the game and things. So it's really good. What's your thoughts, John, for live pub cam? You know, what's the next possible, you know, build up thing that we can be doing?
In what respect? Not limited to sporting event.
Yeah, it's just whatever you think might be, you know, might draw a crowd in the pub. I mean, obviously, World Cup next year, we'll do a few of those,
Absolutely.
no doubt. But anything else happening this year that would be worthy of watching?
We've got live music in a few weeks' time. We've got a live band on.
Yeah, that might be interesting.
We've got about 5 booked in.
Right. So when do those normally happen? Is it first Saturday of the month?
Yes.
Or first Saturday of the month?
Yeah.
So you've lined up your next few months up until autumn.
Yes.
Good.
I think there's a couple of months of gap because I've not religiously booked them in.
Yeah.
I've more given into the pressure of the bands of asking me, please,
Yeah.
can we play? Please, can we play?
Begging for it. Yeah.
Gagging more.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
Itching to get back.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I think possibly from a copyright issue, we might have query on that. So, but we'll see. I'll check because it's not live. Sorry, it's not recorded music. That actually is live. It might be okay, but I know that even lyrics is a problem. As bizarre as it sounds. So, but we'll look at that. It might just be that we turn the recordings off. You know, is one way around it. That we just stream it live and that's that. So we could probably do that. And stick the camera in the other corner because then it looks back into where the band usually is. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
All right. That sounds good. We might well do that then, folks. Let's catch up on a bit of chat and see what's in here. The World Cup is where it matters, Seagunner. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Could do with a brandy after today's shower. What shower was that, Dale?
I don't know. Shower well,
Yeah. Cool. Let's crack on, folks. Right. What's your week been like, Mark? What have you been up to?
Well,
Back to work.
back to work. Just watching the fallout from all the football.
I'm guessing there's a lot of it. I'm guessing there's a fair amount. You know, in
Every time, just let themselves down, don't they? England and the fans just take it on the chin.
yeah.
But got to still spoil it for everybody again, don't we?
It is. It's a minority, but suddenly it tars the whole nation. It's not just a stadium that gets a bit of flack. It's the nation that gets the flack. Yeah, just for pillocks. So that's frustrating.
People turning up to the game without a ticket. You wouldn't even turn up to a football match with no ticket and expecting to get in, would you?
No.
Try to break the doors down. I think it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
But anyway,
It's odd, is that? And it is odd. I've John. Other than drowning your sorrows, have you been up to much the last couple of days?
No.
No. Okay. We can move on.
Take you off tiny screen, will you?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me do that.
All I can see is that frigging room.
that's better.
That's much better.
Oh dear. Let me just share screen for them. Hang on a sec. There we go. Cool. We're going to we'll do our usual reface thing in a moment, but something that I wanted to mention to folk is in our Discord. So I'm going to just place. Our Discord link's just popped up. In our Discord, go and hit that link and come and join us on Discord. In there, we've got a petition that me and Mr. Frilly have kind of got ourselves, into, which is about changing the name of Whatsits. We feel that Whatsits as a snack is lacking in marketing. So go and find that. That's in our Discord. Doesn't matter. But it's about changing the name. It's DJ's idea. He's been calling them Trevors. So we're campaigning to change the name to Trevors. So just for a bit of fun, if you just want something funny to do and share on your social media, there's a petition that it's on change.org, you know, the one that actually makes proper change. We've got a packet of Whatsits on there. So go and do that. The other thing that DJ's got me into, Trevor's. Why Trevor's? Who is Trevor? Exactly, Brindy. It's all about the name, isn't it? The other thing that DJ's got me to sign up to is a magic show online. So, in the not so distant future, you know, be it a month or maybe 2 months, Give me a bit of time to work it out. Yeah, please support the Trevor's campaign. Yeah, it's in there. It's in my Discord. It'll probably be in DJ's Discord as well. So yeah, do that. But yeah, I've signed up to do a magic show for folks. So watch this space is all I'll say. Yeah, thanks for that, DJ. So we're
About time you got some of your magic out, Neil.
we've not done much on here. I've brought in magicians as guests, but no, you're right. I've not done enough on here. So yeah, I've been kind of bullied into it, I feel. So we'll do that. We'll do a magic show on Twitch. So keep your ear to the ground. No doubt DJ will upsell it and make out it's some massive illusion show, before the night's out. So do that. Also, anybody that's a subscriber in our channel, to our channel, you'll notice. Let me just go on to onto here. It might be quicker for me to do it on here. You'll see that we've got some new emotes. So for folks that like their emotes, you can see now that we've got new emotes to collect and sort. So I think most people get Happy Hour Raid and the Your Bard. So Brindy can use the Your Bard one whenever she feels like pinging somebody out on a timeout or be it a permanent ban. I think just use them on timeouts just for the comedy. Time people out and fling them out. So we've got those. The characters that we've got, I think they come with bits. I think when you get certain bits or something, you're able to collect those. But most people will have Happy Hour Raid and Your Bard. And let's we only designed the Raid and the Your Bard yesterday. I think it was yesterday. So at the end of this stream, what we'll do when we've done our final credits is hang around, get the credits out of the way, because then we can trim it for YouTube, and then we'll go and raid somebody, and then we'll make use of that new emote. I think I'm caught up.
Look at that.
Shall we do?
You bad.
Shall we do? Yeah, you bard. Yeah, that's it. Well done, Brindy. Get used to that one. Make sure it's in your favourites. You bard.
Yeah.
So you can time anybody out. Feel free to time anybody out and just ping the Your Bard thing. So watch out, folks. Brindy's about. Let's play a bit of Reface. Are you ready, gents?
We're going to get a drink first, Neil.
Let's get a drink. Oh, let's get a... Well done. Let's get a drink. What are we drinking this week, John?
Irish coffee.
Oh. Hey, that's cracking.
So
Can't grumble with a bit of Irish coffee. Mark?
I'm on Pretty Swords, Kirkstall Brewery.
Kirkstall, yeah.
Oh.
Lovely drop that.
I'm
Brilliant,
looking.
Kirkstall.
Here it is. Right. I think this is probably... go on.
Thatcher's by any chance, Neil?
Well, after coming down and helping out at the pub on Sunday, just as I was walking out the door, Lauren gave me a couple of bottles.
Fantastic. Which were?
This is a first, folks. In how long? It's almost been a year of Thatcher's. Tonight, folks, I'm going to be drinking a Krabby's Original.
Fantastic.
I don't think I've ever had one. It's an alcoholic ginger beer.
You're about to fall in love.
Am I?
You're about to fall in love. Yeah.
First time ever on Happy Hour TV, because I'm a champion for me Thatcher's. It's going to be out of a Thatcher's glass. Is that allowed? All right. I'll turn it round. So yeah, alcoholic ginger beer. This is a first. So we'll give it a go, folks. Well, I can pour this one. Just can't pour Thatcher's. I'll finish that in a mo. Right, folks. Let's clinky in. And say cheers. Cheers, gents. Cheers, folks. Yeah, ginger beer. It's an alcoholic ginger beer. Let's give it a go. Cheers, folks. Welcome. Thank you for popping in and seeing us. That's nice, is that?
Liking it.
That's nice, is that? That's been chilling in me cider fridge for the last couple of days. That's good, is that? That's unusual. That's unusual, is that? It's kind of got like a beer, sweet. It's like a sweet beer. It's weird. It's nice.
I think I've had one in past.
Alcoholic ginger beer.
Coming in at silly hours, waking us up.
Very good. Very good. Right, I don't know what they're going on about. Right, folks, let's play some Refaced. Here we go. And our clip crashed. Right, right, folks, we've yeah. Let's get rid of these little video clips. Get rid of them. I'm going to have to reset that Refaced clip because I think that did that to us last week. Okay. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. So you share. Let's do this. And we're going to go to this one first. Okay, here we go, folks. Here's our first clip. Okay, John, it's over to you. Here we go.
You're the city. R2, go back. My powers have doubled.
We always play them twice. Let's watch it again.
You're the city. R2, go back. My powers have doubled.
We're going to go straight on to our second clip. This one's of Mark. Here he is. Let's change it for you guys. There we go. Right, here we go.
I'm warning you. Next time it's gonna be glass.
As I say, we play them twice. Let's have a look.
I'm warning you. Next time it's gonna be glass.
Oh, very funny. Right, let's find out how you did with those two. John.
How we didn't do with them two.
Yeah.
Well,
Go on, John.
Star Wars for the first one.
Yeah.
Don't ask me which one.
Okay. Character.
Luke Skywalker. I've got no idea.
Is incorrect. And the actor?
No idea.
Mark, did you get any of those?
I went with Luke Skywalker as well.
Okay.
I went with Ewan McGregor.
Is incorrect.
Right. And then I just went for Phantom Menace.
Right. Okay. All right. It was so it was Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I would have taken Star Wars, so I'm going to give John and you a point. All right. It was Anakin Skywalker because it's Darth Vader before he became Darth Vader. All right. So it's Anakin Skywalker, and it's Hayden Christensen is the actor that played it. It's Anakin, right? Well done, Brindy. It is Anakin. Well done. Okay.
Plenty of the new ones.
John, Mark, on to the second clip, which was...
I just had to have a little giggle at Brindy, admiring Mark's torso there.
Oh dear. Yeah.
Immaculate pectoral muscles.
Mark, any thoughts on what yours was?
Yeah, we'll go with obviously Bruce Lee.
Yes.
Yeah. Film, take a punt at Enter the Dragon.
Is correct.
And then the character's name, another it's a guess. Jimmy.
Is incorrect, but you got 2 out of there. John, did you get any of those?
Yeah, well, I guessed at Enter the Dragon as well.
Yeah.
And the character's name, I guessed at Bruce Lee.
I'm going to give you that. And then the character's name is Bruce Lee, yeah?
Yeah.
Actor's name is Bruce Lee. I'm going to give you that. It wasn't Bruce Lee, it was just Lee. All right?
All right. Okay.
But because you said Bruce Lee, I'm going to give you that, John. All right?
Cool, man.
So
Yeah, what's going on?
it's down to the final clip. Here goes.
It's because he feels bad about taking me through that torture.
I think that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not going to thank you for that, Neil.
Let's have a look at the third clip. Here we go. Let me change the share for you guys. Here we go. Okay.
I'm not running!
You know you're only a 10-second car.
Yeah. We play the clips twice, have another look.
I'm not running!
You know you're only a 10-second car.
Okay, let's go back. Right, let's go with John. Film, please.
I think it is the first one of the series. I think it is The Fast and the Furious.
Okay, Fast and Furious will do. That's grand. Character.
No.
Okay, an actor.
Vin Diesel.
It is Vin Diesel. Mark, how did you do with that one?
I got Vin Diesel.
Okay.
Film,
Fast.
I didn't. Yeah, I went Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got a character. I've not
Ain't
seen
got a
it.
character.
I've
The
not seen
character's name was Dominic Toretto. Yeah, Dominic Toretto. And film Fast and Furious. Yeah, you got all those. John, you got it by 2 points, so you've won by 2 points. So it's not like I've given you a point because you would have won anyway. So well done, John. Look at that. Okie dokie. Let's do some questions. John, did you think about any questions or anything for us this week?
Do you want the quick answer?
Is it a yes or a no?
No.
It's a no. We'll just have a gas and a chin wag.
Rob gave us some questions though. I have actually got some questions.
You have? Okay, all right.
Because Rob's done some for me.
Oh, good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Drop us off the screen again, Neil.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's good.
I could do with another baby. Can you give us 2 ticks?
All right. Okay.
Obviously on his own tonight.
Yeah.
And any helpers, has he?
Yeah. C. Gunner was in with Vin Diesel, as was Brindy. So very good. And C. Gunner couldn't think of the character. Neil is The Rock. No, I wasn't The Rock. No. I was The Rock. We did The Rock, didn't we, Mark? A number of weeks back.
Yeah.
I did The Rock. I've already done that one. He's a lot bigger than Vin Diesel. Oh dear. It's Rob again. Hello, Rob.
Hi guys, you're right. I just thought when it goes off, I thought I might as well just jump on, just have a little chat with everyone.
Oh, you might as well. Yeah.
Why not?
Rob, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do?
So I am a Where do I start?
A jack of all trades. Yeah.
I'm an IT technician. I don't know where this is.
An IT technician. Wow.
Yeah. So I
You're a
do
geek.
Software.
You're a
not-
proper techie geek.
Well, I would say you're a little level up higher than myself being a techie geek, and I wouldn't use the word geek, but now you're using that phrase. Neil. Now you use that one. But yeah, I do that, and I like to come to my second home, which is called the what's your pub called again? I'm only called
Down the road.
Innuit.
Yeah.
I like to come to the Innuit and see my friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I make sure John's always happy. I'm looking smiling. He's looking if he can give me that mic back. I want to talk to my friends.
Are you Rob? Are you allowed to say where you work?
Am I allowed to say where I work?
Yeah.
I can. I'm an entrepreneur.
Right. Okay. So you work for yourself?
Yeah, I do indeed. Yeah.
Right.
The best horse racing tip to go with.
Very good. Is that where the IT geek comes in? Is that where they work with IT?
Yeah, with IT. Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's grand. Have you been lucky?
We've been
On and
running
off?
for a year. We've been running for a year. We've been doing quite well. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to eventually next year buy the pub off John. You know, we've been speaking about it, and guys, when I buy the pub, it's going to be called the New Inn. So just put a little bit of a.
I'll just call you Del Boy the Second.
John
This
is
time next year.
absolutely- John's got steam coming out of his ears right now. I need to pass it all over. Guys, lovely to speak to you both. Really nice to see you. And Matt, I'll hopefully see you for a pint soon.
Hopefully see you soon, Rob. Yeah.
Good man. See you. And
All right.
Neil as well, sorry about the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
Both of you. Bye-bye.
That's a man.
I hope I don't say not bad. That's all I know. I've been out since 2:30.
I don't think we'll ever find out exactly what it is he does. Okay. John, have you got some questions for us?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Get myself all up again. So, right.
Oh, by the way, before we get on to this, just him saying about being a techie geek and you saying like I'm the next level up. Tomorrow, I'm making a phone call, right? And then, is it going to be tomorrow? No, it might be Friday. The girls go on holiday Friday, and then the gaming PC will arrive on the Saturday. Just waiting for them to get out of the way. Yeah. Sneak it in without them realising it. Yeah.
You're going to love it, aren't you?
Up there overthinking.
Bloody hell.
Well, how much am I willing to pay for the silence? Oh, dear.
It's got to be at least
fun.
8 pints each, hasn't it, Brindy? At least 8 pints each. A gallon of ale.
That can be sorted. I can sort that. Right. Go on, John. Over to you. What questions?
So it's not so much discussion questions this week. It's more a specific answer. So the first one that I have in front of me is Donald Trump served as which number of the President of the United States of America? Do you know, Brindy?
He served as which number? As in, what number president was it?
Yes.
No idea.
Not Scooby-Doo. No idea.
I'm guessing Brindy. Is that a really, like, do they know what?
I think so.
What number did they go? Oh, he's the 54th president, or he's the 100th president, or something.
Rob's clearly had this in mind, and he wrote this down straight away.
It's bizarre, isn't it? Because we don't think of our Queen like that, or our Prime Minister like that, do we? We don't think of numbers and how far up they are.
Oh, so Brindy knows straight away. She said that, yeah.
All up to Neil Saturday night.
What we need is a crate of what? What have been a crate of on Saturday night, Neil?
Yeah.
Is it Krabbies this time?
Krabbies.
It might be.
Krabbies.
Sue's probably Googled this. She's put I know.
Have you Googled it, Sue? Are you cheating?
Sworn in as our something president. Yeah, so they do mention this number, don't they? I don't know. How far back are we going? John, Mark, do we know what...
When the first one came?
Well, yeah, when did... is it George Washington would have been the first?
No.
How far back is that?
No, bloody hell, the first president.
He was the first one, wasn't he?
No.
Brindy, was George Washington the first president? I think it was. Yes, he was. Thank you. But so what year was that? Could you tell us, Brindy, what year it was? That might give us a clue as to as to how many there may have been.
We probably had all these in the quiz, but we can't remember them.
Nah.
No, we are pretty poor.
Well, I've got no idea at all how many prime ministers we've had.
I think, is it 400 years? Am I thinking about 400 years, or is that too far back?
It's probably about 400 years. It must be.
1789. So that's 200 years. 230 years. I don't think they all went through for a second term. I'm going to guess 42nd or 42nd president of the United States. That'll be my guess. Mark?
I'll go with complete and utter guess. 38.
So 38 or 42, John?
Put them out the misery, Brindy. Come on. There you go.
Oh, I was close.
Very close, yeah.
Yeah, I was close. Goodness me, I don't think I've ever been that close on any question before. 45th, goodness me. 49th in my head for some reason. It's still a good guess. Still a very good guess. Can you hear Mick in the background? He's...
Shall I turn my mic down? Shall I?
We're having to get the muffle back out.
if you need to talk, just lift up your mic, John. So just turn it down and then lift it up.
That'd be better.
Well, they're still quite noisy, but don't worry. Go on. Have you got a second question for us?
I've got 3.
You got 3. Let's do. Okay. Let's do one more.
Is that a bit random, actually?
And then we'll go to the pub quiz. I've got a bit of a debate for the second one. All right.
Okay, cool.
Go on.
Yeah.
What's your next question then, John?
So, I don't want to ask this one. I don't know why it's done this to me. Do we have to? Well,
You don't have to. Well, you don't have to.
He took the time to
Yeah.
write it down.
Okay.
I've got to at least be respectful and not ask it.
Okay.
Which country won the Eurovision Song Contest?
I know the answer to this. It was Italy.
Yes.
I think he's trying to rub it in here.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, John. Since the Euros, there's been a lot of shameful, I would say, comments on social media in the Eurovision arena. All right, and they're all, saying how rubbish England are and that they will never win the Eurovision. All right. So when we hear about the booing of Denmark, or I don't want to talk about the racism, but let's talk about Italy and saying, well, it's the rivalry between the countries, and things. We don't realise, but we're getting kind of morally attacked, for expressing our pride for our country. Italy are doing exactly the same to us, not just in football, but in the Eurovision as well. So since the Euros final, with the football, the Eurovision social media has kicked up to go, they won't win the football, they'll never win Eurovision, they won't win the football. It's like it's kind of been tagged into the same, arguments, if you like, between the countries. And yet Eurovision won't stop it. Whereas the FA or the Euros football people or whatever are trying to clamp down on it and saying, you know what, England, calm yourselves down, and saying to everybody else, this is about countries and pride, and they're trying to do the right thing. Eurovision have done nothing to stop all the hateful, expression of the divisive country like, with Brexit and everything else. So it's quite nasty. Apparently it's been quite nasty on all the social medias. It's been quite bad. So Eurovision's exactly the same. It's rivalries between countries, and it's just gone out of control apparently. But no one is policing it on the Eurovision channels. It's awful. Apparently it's quite obscene and quite nasty, and it's opened up a big can of worms, and they can't mop it up, or they haven't been seen to be mopping it up. So there you go. So topical, the fact that he's brought that up.
Humiliate Britain anyway, don't they, by giving them no points.
But that's it, and that's why they're saying they'll never win, because we won't ever vote for them.
We had a banger this year as well, didn't we?
It was alright.
We actually employed a proper artist to
Yeah.
The nil pointed him.
And nil pointed, yeah. But that's happened for years, John. That's happened for the last 10 years. And it's all because Europeans don't like us, and that's that. So when people argue about Brexit and things and saying that they want to be in, well, actually no, they've hated us for a long time. And I think that's why people talked about Brexit as being, we were paying into the EU. And keeping the EU going, and not seeing much in return, and then the much in return is not just financial, it's respect.
Yeah.
And there's very little coming back, from them. So I'm not condoning anything that happened over the weekend. I think it's atrocious. But there you go. All boils down to money, more toxic, more clicks. It's disgusting. Yeah. Social media is super toxic in general. People are just saying what they want with no consequence. That's why why I don't use it. Yeah, I'm the same. See, Gunnar, I don't use Facebook now. Work-wise, it's on there, and my wife deals with that. I don't see it. I don't enter it. I don't look for anything on it. I don't get engaged on it. I have no interest in it whatsoever. So there you go. It's a difficult one, tricky question. Let's move on, shall we? Let's do our pub quiz.
Is the quiz going? Yeah.
Should we get ready for that?
Switch off your phones. It's pub quiz time. Over to Mark.
Okie dokie, picking up pace. Over to you, Mark. He's got his specs on so he can see. Okie dokie.
It says no phones there, but I'm looking at my phone all the time.
There again.
Does that mean cheating?
No Googling, John. No Googling.
I
Right.
can't do two things at once.
No. Okie dokie. Question number 1.
We'll just take you off the screen.
That's right.
Question number 1.
No answers in the chat, folks. Keep it to yourself until we get to the answers.
Right.
Thank you. I wouldn't know if you were right anyway.
Right, number 1.
Yeah.
What do scientists use to identify gorillas? Do they use the toe prints, nose prints, ear prints, or fingerprints? Steam it up.
If I'm right, I'll be pleased. All right.
So,
Yep.
the lev, L-E-V, is the currency of which country? Is it Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, or Lithuania?
The what?
Lev, L-E-V. For number 3?
Yeah.
Yep. Which one of these dinosaurs would want to go to a vegetarian restaurant? Maybe a T-Rex, an Allosaurus, a Triceratops, or a Velociraptor? Number 4. In miles per hour, what's the maximum speed?
You see that? I'm getting warm in here. 28.
Yeah.
Well, ask Sue how warm it is where she is.
Go on, Sue. How warm is it where you are?
Yes, she says. Right, hold on.
Sorry, go on.
Number 4.
Go. Yeah, number 4.
Number 4. In miles per hour, what's the maximum speed limit that a mobility scooter is allowed to do on the UK road?
Scooter.
Yep. A little mobility scooter. So is it 8 miles an hour, 10, 12 or 14?
It's good, I like that. A mobility scooter, Brindy. Mobility scooter. 90 mile an hour.
So you got a 69.
A few of them round Benidorm. Number 5. Who is Michael Joseph Pennington better known as? Johnny Vegas, Jimmy Carr, Mike Myers, or Mickey Flanagan? Michael Joseph Pennington.
And the options are?
The options are Johnny Vegas, Jimmy Carr, Mike Myers, or Mickey Flanagan.
That's interesting, that. I like that.
Number 6. In which sport would you use a tackle box? Football, rugby, fishing, or American football?
Okay.
Number 7. What does a Brannock device measure? Brannock, spelled B-R-A-N-N-O-C-K.
Okay, what does it measure?
What does it measure? Does it measure the head, cucumbers, feet, or diamonds? Number 8. What name?
See, Gunnar, that's exactly what I thought when the answer option was American football.
That's it.
Oh, dear.
Number 8.
Number 8.
What name is given to the dots on the face of a dice? Is it studs, bits, dabs, or pips?
Okay.
Number 9. Charles Taze Russell is the founder of what modern religion? Is it Scientology, Jehovah's Witness, Mormons, or Salvation Army?
And repeat his name for me.
Charles Taze Russell. Ready for a final one? Number 10.
Final one.
Which one of these animal characters would be classed as a pachyderm? Pachyderm is spelled P-A-C-H-Y-D-E-R-M. So would it be Paddington Bear, Barbar, Stuart Little, or Garfield?
What was the question again, sorry, Mark?
Which one of these animal characters would be classed as a pachyderm? You want the options?
Yes, please, yeah.
Paddington Bear, Barbar, Stuart Little, or Garfield?
What a great question. Right. Rolling back up to number 1.
Number 1, scroll back to number 1.
Let's see your answers in the chat now, folks.
Right. Number 1. The gorilla would use its nose prints.
What did you put, Neil?
Ears.
Yeah, same here. It just sounded so appealing, didn't it, to put down the ear print?
Yeah. Well, you know that they are unique. I guess noses are, I suppose, but you know that ears are unique as well as fingerprints. So, oh well. Right.
Number 2. The lev currency. It was from Bulgaria.
Nah, I didn't get it. No. Bit of a potluck one, that.
This is the only one that I might have got, number 3.
Number 3, the vegetarian dinosaur.
Yeah.
Right.
Watch, I'll get this wrong now, won't I?
John,
Yeah.
what's the answer?
Triceratops.
I've put Allosaurus.
Goes with John, the Triceratops.
Oh! Oh no.
Were you thinking because of aloe in
Aloe vera.
oh,
No, I just thought of the others.
potato from the curry house, potatoes.
Yeah.
Number 4, the mobility scooters.
I think it's a staggering 14 miles an hour.
No way. 8 miles an hour.
8, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. It's really quite fast, isn't it?
Not doing well this week. You got 2, haven't you, John?
Yeah.
I have, yeah, got 2, yeah, so far.
Number 5, Michael Joseph Pennington. That's his. He's better known as.
I put Johnny Vegas.
It is Johnny Vegas, yeah. Johnny Vegas.
Happy with that. Knowing that Johnny Vegas wasn't his name. Whereas Mickey Flanagan sounds like his name, doesn't it?
Well, you expect most of them because.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Johnny
it's-
Vegas, I know that isn't his name.
Drop sometimes, are you?
Very good.
Number 6, the tackle box. Did anyone fall for it or? did you all go?
It's got to be fishing.
Yeah, it's fishing.
Yeah. If it wasn't fishing, I was I was going to be googling it.
We move to number 7, the Brannock device.
John?
I just took a stab at dark. Feet.
Yeah, I think feet. I think there's a link with Brannock and shoe shops. What's the
I don't know the link, but the Brannock device is what you basically see in the shoe shop, yeah.
Yeah.
Why is it? Okay.
There's a brand of shoes that's got brand something. I can't remember what it is.
Right.
So I'm pleased about that. Feet. Who's getting barred, Brindy? Who's getting timed out? See, Gunner. John, I think we should just. I think you, as the landlord, just need to. When you see it, you can just kind of chip in and go, "You're barred." Yeah. Get out my pub. Yeah.
That's the first barring.
Yeah.
Get out.
We'll have no trouble in here. In fact, the symbol is "Don't be a cock." Yeah. Yeah, don't be a cock. You're barred. Stop being a cock. Yeah. I'll swear box myself for that. Go on.
Look at Brendan looking over glasses at him.
Number 8. The dice. I thought you'd be all over his Neil.
I know on playing cards they're known as pips.
Yeah, same. Pips.
I went for pips. So I'm pleased about that. Well done, Sue, for getting that. That's not commonly known, is it? I'm hoping that I've got at least one of the final 2.
Right,
and then I've got a reasonable score this week.
Right, number 9, Charles Taze Russell. He founded the Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought
that was a really, really old religion.
No. Jehovah's Witness was, kind of a man-made thing. Some bloke started something or other. I can't remember what it was. He's made a lot of money as that man out of the Jehovah's Witness.
I'll do that.
It's sickening, yeah. And people do fall for it, which is a shame. Right, go on.
Yeah, and the final one, number 10, character pachyderm is a elephant.
Oh.
So it would be Barber.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Or rhinoceros or clover.
This could go to the boxes, folks. I put Stuart Little, Sue. I put Stuart Little. Right.
So did I.
5 for Sue. 5 for John.
What did you get, Neil?
Oh, Neil. 4 for Neil.
Oh, John!
Hold on, John.
I need to drink more coffee, don't I?
Oh, well done, John. Well done, John.
We can still go to the tiebreak if you want. It could be you versus the room.
No, we'll carry on because we've got one more thing I want to chinwag about.
Yeah.
Let's move on, folks. Cheers.
Because you won.
Yeah.
Gents.
I honestly guessed at almost all of them apart from Triceratops. The rest are complete wild guesses. So I could have got 1 out of 10.
I had an email today, John. All right. And I want to just see who, out of you two, who's better at maths, Mark or John? Are you pretty good at maths, John?
I would say John, given his business.
when I'm forced to do maths, yeah.
You can use a calculator. I have no objection to using the calculator, but I need you to work out a sum. All right.
Go on then.
Okay. Bradford Council sent out an email today. All right. I'm going to need to probably bring it up to quote it. Let me just do this. Let me get rid of my emails so you can't see my emails. Right. This staggered me, did this. Right. Bradford Council is leading the way, as the first Yorkshire council to join a new national street tree sponsorship scheme. All right. No.
A street sponsorship scheme.
Right. So, so what they're doing is they're looking for sponsors, right, to sponsor the planting of trees on their street, to get trees into streets, right? Okay. Now it ain't going to work in every street, but
many around here, will we?
no. But in their email, it said that I'm going to take me readers off a sec. It said it launched last November. So what are we on now? 7 months, 9 months? 9 months ago, we will see approximately 55,000 trees planted across the district. 55,000 trees since November. And then also from April this year, those that switched, and this is how flaky I feel this is, and I say this quite strongly, this is how flaky I feel that this is. 4,500 trees have been planted since April. For every person that switched their council tax to direct debits, and for every person that switched their payment of their council tax, every person that switched over to direct debit, they planted a tree. And so since April, they've planted 4,500. So I want to just do some number crunching with you. That's nearly, 55 plus 4.5. Let's call it 59. Let's shave off the 500, right? Let's call it 59,000 trees since November, right? Now, each tree, I've googled this, each tree needs about 40 square feet, or 20, I think between 20 and 40 square foot, all right, because of the amount of roots and the amount of, cubic kind of space, all right? I think it's 20 foot square, all right, a 20 foot square around the tree, all right? 59,000 trees. I want to work out how much space it is, all right, because around the Bradford district, have you seen 59,000 trees pop up?
They'll be doing it on playing fields, won't they, Neil? They'll be
59,000?
idiots, man.
They can't build that many homes.
No.
But it's using 20 foot square, right? In a sense, and 20 foot down, because they're not allowed to touch any utilities that's under the ground. Right, so you can't plant a tree anywhere, because if there's cables or pipes or anything underneath that the roots can go down to, they don't want that. So you tell me where 55 or 59,000 trees are going to go. So I want to
1,000 times
by 20 foot square. So is it? Do you have to times the 20 foot by 20 foot first?
Yes, that's 400 square foot.
It's 400 square foot. It is. It's 400 square foot, because that's the figure that came up on the website. That's the space that you need, 400 square foot. Yeah. And I thought to myself, 400 square foot sounds a lot.
So you need,
right?
It's not a lot of space, actually. For 59,000 trees, all you need is 23,600,000 square feet. That's all you need.
That's all you need. Now, bear in mind, John, right? These are the experts. They're the council, right?
Yeah.
So what did you say it was? 2 million something?
No, 23 million. 23
million square foot. What would that work out to be as kilometres?
You need to convert that. You need
to
Google and convert it.
Can you do that? Can you Google it? What would it be? Would it be divide by however many a kilometre is? Or do you just take off a few zeros? What's the...
As Martin's saying, the BD postcode goes all the way up to Settle.
I'm like, 59,000 trees since November. It's not that, it's the space. Like, people are struggling for planning permission.
Can't even build houses, can they?
Yeah, but we can plant a tree. But there's so much underground. Where have they found that space? I'm intrigued.
Right. So it's just shy of 2.2 square kilometres.
2.2 square kilometres. That's a big old space, isn't it?
Yeah, that amount of trees, yeah.
I mean, that's like saying the whole of Thornton, would you say?
No.
How big's Thornton?
Oh, God, that's me a question there, aren't you?
But you're looking at a big patch. 2.2 kilometres.
What is it?
I find it baffling. I totally understand why, right? There's a push to grow more trees. I get it. But here's the point that I want to make. They cut up the ones in Saltaire off the street because it was churning up bloody pavement slabs.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about trees for streets. And putting trees back on the streets again around people's homes. And here's the other thing, right, that's nickled me with this. I'm sorry I'm on a bit of a rant, right? I totally get the importance of trees, don't get me wrong, and the environment and all that. I just feel that what they're doing is cockeyed, right? They're wanting you, as a resident, to apply to sponsor a tree. They want you to pay for it. All right? So they're looking at, let me find the figure. I think, let me just go back to it a sec. I'm gonna have to bring up my Google page because I can't see it on here. I think, all right, don't quote me on this. It's between £150 to £200 or £250. You're putting down a bit of money to say, I want a tree for my street. I want it put there, if you can have it there, or somewhere nearby. All right. They're going to make you pay for that, all right? And then they want you to water it for 3 years, all right? Now, in the winter, right? I've tried doing me sums on this, right? Because I find this kind of stuff funny. In the winter, they're not that concerned about it, but in the drought season of summer, all right, supposedly drought season, trees are thirsty, all right? I went onto a site and just put how much, do we need to be putting water in. It's up to 50 litres a week. 50 litres a week. So then I went onto the Yorkshire Water, all right, and worked out from, let's say, May, all right, so not even March, April, all right, let's say from May through to September, all right, 5 months, 50 litres, all right, 50 litres times 50 litres a week times by the 20, which was 20 weeks from May through, right, for the summer, 20 weeks. It's 1,000 litres of water, right, on your water meter, because you've sponsored the bleeding tree. It's going to cost you another 130 odd quid a year to keep that tree alive. Now I'm all for tree hugging hippie types, all right? But why should we be doing it? I don't get why the council have got this opportunity, for residents to start planting trees. Some people might do it, but what a commitment! 50 litres of water a week. You've got to get that from your house, to the plant, to the tree. 50 litres. Like a 2 litre bottle, all right? 25 times. Honestly, I don't think they've thought this through. I find it bizarre. I find it really bizarre. Have you got any further statistics, John?
Yeah, I think it's somewhere in the region of the same size of 313 football pitches.
313 football pitches. 313 football pitches. That's bonkers, isn't it? Where have all they been planted? Because I've not noticed them. Have you noticed any trees going up? Where have Bradford found the land? That's all I want to know. On that interesting topic, you can rant about it on Discord with me if you like. I'll leave it there. Not in my backyard. We have 50-foot tree in our backyard and it's a nightmare. Yeah. No one wants them. People have said on social media, people have said that you stick a tree outside my house, my insurance will go up. Because the roots will start, interfering with the property. Absolute nonsense. And yet it was only a couple of years, 2-3 years back, they were chopping them down in the streets, getting rid of them all, because the council couldn't afford to maintain them. But now there's government money involved, you know. They're like, oh yeah, we'll plant some for some money, and they'll take the money off the government, and then they'll plant them for like 50. In fact, they're not planting them themselves. They've got volunteers planting them, because I know the Rotary Club are planting trees on behalf of the government, on behalf of the council. So they've got volunteers out there doing it, but they're getting paid for doing it. And you think something's amiss somewhere. Something's not right with this tree lark. There's some money flying around somewhere. It's turned into a bit of a... have you heard of the term quango? Quango, have you heard of this term?
No.
It's a Google term, all right? You Google what quango is, and you'll go down a rabbit hole of, you know, controversy, how money gets spent. It's an interesting one, right? Right, I've had my little rant. Thank you for that. I feel better now. I'm going to be sticking it in my mags and waiting for people to join the saga. So I'll wait for the letters to land. Yeah, because if people have been reacting on social media about it, someone will write in and say, you know, I don't want one, or where are they? 59,000 trees.
Which trees are there, Neil? That's important.
I get it's all about the environment. I do get that. But why did they chop them down in the first place? And now they're putting them back on the streets. Doesn't make sense. There you go. Right. I need a nice long walk. Yes.
Yeah.
I need to calm down. Honestly, when I get an email like that from the council, I find it laughable. I've emailed them. I've spoken to them several times about their emails over the pandemic. It's been laughable sometimes. But this one...
It's on our toes. You know, what they're essentially talking about is the carbon footprint. The whole nation being expected to come down to being carbon neutral.
Yeah.
Well, why they put it on our toes is it's disgusting, isn't it, really?
When they chopped them down in the first place.
Well, all over the shop. All you got to do is go up Thornton Road. On the left-hand side, you've got that brownfield site. There must be at least 10 acres of land.
Yeah.
You can put 10,000 trees on there, piece of cake.
Yeah.
Who's going to object to it? It's brownfield site.
Yeah.
You can go in any direction. If you go down Thornton Road, just beyond Fairweather Green, on the right hand side, there must be about 20 acres of land there. Mm-hmm. You can put a shed load of trees on there, and no one's going to argue with you.
No.
So why put it on the residents? Why not just look to all the completely
trees? Yeah, trees for streets. That's the campaign. It's weird. Let's end it there, folks.
Right, boys. Haven't you got homes to go to?
Right. Hey, well. There we go. It's the first week for not drinking the Thatchers, folks. So I'll and I have to say it was a nice drop. So thank you to Lauren for that. Right, let's do a quick catch up. I'd like to just share with you who's followed. We've got Bob the hydroelectric something or other, King, hydroelectric King. So thank you, Bob, for following. Ask Kuya Mike, and the Bumble Bomb and Katie's Aura. All new followers this week. Thank you so much for hitting the follow button and joining us here for a happy hour. Appreciate that. And we want to just say a couple of thank yous, big thank yous. During our football streams, we were overwhelmed with the amount of subscriptions that were gifted to various people. So particular thank you to Edgy and Jen for gifting some subs, and thank you to everybody else that subscribed in recent weeks. We enjoyed bringing the streams of the football matches down for you, so really do appreciate that. We also had a raid during the final, which was from Captain Jenks, and they brought in 11 viewers into our stream for the final. So thank you to Captain Jenks for that. And yeah, we managed to get to 14 out of 15 people in the chat chatting, which means we were one away of being able to get some VIP badges. So encourage anybody, now if you've just been lurking, just to put a hi in the chat, because that might just tip us over the edge, and we might get some VIP badges that we can share out. So do that for us, that'd be grand. Hit the follow button so that you know when we're on next time. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, and then you'll get your notification of when we're back on. Don't forget to tap that bell and things. So join us on YouTube, where you can find all the previous episodes of our channel, and look back at where we've come from and where we are now. It's an interesting watch. So good. Thank you, guys. I think we're there. Next week I'll be doing some more designing of emotes, and I might be doing some gaming. I might. We'll see how it goes. Right. Cheers, gents. Cheers, John. Clinky in. We'll see you. We'll see you same time next week, 8:30 on Twitch and 5 p.m. on YouTube. Cheers, guys. See you next week. Ta-da. Ta-da.
Thanks, everyone.
Nice one.